Today's video will be dealing with financial document. So this is question 1. It reads, Tato has a bank account with Capitec Bank. Study the bank statement in the table below and answer the question that follows. Table 1 is Tato's bank statement with date, descriptions, debit, credit, and balance. So we can see that it's from the 19th to the 1st of May. Descriptions, we have the balance that brought forward is 26,935 and 48 cents. This is the balance of the previous month. You should not forget that. The balance brought forward is the balance of the previous month. And then debit, money going out of the account, credit, money coming in the account. So if we check here, this question, the first question says that calculate the value of A. Calculate the value of A. We just spoke about the value of A. If we look at the value of A here, it's under the balance. So we're gonna say A is equals to the previous balance, which is 29,000. The previous balance is 29,373 and 23 cents minus 1,250, because this 1,250 is under debit, and we are saying that debit is in money going out of the account. 1,250. Then we use a calculator. We are going to say 29,373 and 23 cents minus 1,250. We found that the value of A is going to be 28,123 and 23 cents. A here is 28,123 and 23 cents. Moving right along to 1.1.2. 1.1.2, it says, calculate the value of B in the bank statement. Value of B. We also discussed about this. The value of B, you do the very same thing. In this case, the value of B, it is under credit. It is under credit. It means that it's the salary that this person have received. So we are going to say that the current balance, which is 54,708 and 48 cents, minus the previous balance of, which is 22,186 and 23 cents. This is how you calculate the value of B. So we found that with a calculator, 54,708 and 48 cents minus 22,186 and 23 cents. We found that the value of B is going to be 32,000. Value of B is going to be 32,522 and 25 cents. 1.1.3. 1.1.3, it says that write down Tato's bank balance on the 19th of April in Word. So we go to the 19th of April. 19th of April here, we are having 26,935 and 48 cents. 26,000 You must be able to write this. 26,000. 26,900. 26,900 and 35 rands and 48 and 48 cent. So this is how we write that amount. We are saying that is 26,938 rands and 48 cents. Moving to the next question. 1.1.4. 1.1.4, it says that identify the service fee that was charged on the bond payment. So we go and locate it. We go and locate the bond payment. We found that the bond payment was 14,500. But the service fees is just below the bond payment, which is 21 rands and 75 cents. 21 rands and 75 cents. 21 rands and 75 cents. 1.1.5. 1.1.5, it says calculate the number of days from 15 April until 14 May. 15 April until 14 May. So obviously this one is 30 days. We know that it's 30 days. When you count, we're going to get 30 days. Define the term debit order. Debit order, you have given the third party a permission to deduct money from your account. You have given the third party a permission to take money from your account. Let's say monthly. Let's add monthly. Yeah. Or you can write it in your own word. You don't have to cram this. You just have to make sure that the information that you are giving, it's similar to what I'm trying to assist you with here. And then moving to 1.1.7. 1.1.7, it says that show how the balance of 29,385 and 48 on the 20th of April was calculated. So obviously we go back to the statement. We locate the date, the 20th of April. If you look at the 20th of April here, they want us to show how the balance of 29,385, 385 and 48 was calculated. Like I told you, in this one, you take the previous balance, you add with the money in the credit, because the current amount that we are having on the 20, it is under credit. We are going to say the previous balance plus 2,450. So we are going to say The previous balance is 26,935 and 48 cent, plus the current credit, which is 2,450. Why do we add? We add because credit is a money coming into the account. Money coming into the account. So now we are going to have 26,935 and 48 cent plus 2,450. We found that is 9,385 and 48 cent. So we have managed to prove this amount. We are saying that the amount is 29,385 rands and 48 cent. The next question, 1.1.8. 1.1.8, it says, with which bank does Tato conduct his banking? We go back to the statement. It says that Tato has a bank account with Capitec. The answer here is Capitec. Capitec Bank. That is the answer for 1.1.8. This is question 1. Let's move to the next question. Then the next question, which is 1.2.1. It says, load shedding has affected many households and businesses in our country. Some of the businesses in the country were asked how they were impacted by electricity shortage during this time. Refer to Annexure A, which has responses to questions asked to business owners, and answer the question that follows. Then if we are to look at this Annexure A that we're talking about, we can see that we are having question A and question B, and with responses in terms of the percentage. And then my business suffered, this is question A. My business suffered several financial impact from the recent energy crisis in Cape Town. Don't forget, this thing is happening in Cape Town. Then we have the strongly disagree is 2.6%. Disagree is 13.8%. Neutral is 17.3%. Agree is 44.9%. Strongly agree is 21.4% for question A. Then question B, my business is heavily dependent on the stable and secure electricity supply. So we have 1% for a strongly disagree. We have 3.6% for disagree. We have 6.1 for neutral. We have 26.5 for agree, and we have 62.8 for a strongly agree. Then the first question, it says, state the difference between discrete and continuous data. Discrete and continuous. Discrete, the difference between discrete and continuous data, the spelling here is incorrect. Discrete and continuous data. And then when we talk about discrete, this is data that is obtained through counting. Let's say obtained through counting. Discrete is obtained through counting. When you count something like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4 learners, 20 cars, 40 people, something like that. As long as you involve numbers, the whole numbers, we know that it's obtained through counting. As long as you count, like the number of learners, the number of cars, the number of houses, the number of people, we know that we are dealing with discrete. And then continuous, this one is obtained through measurement or through measuring, through measuring. Continuous is obtained through measuring. Like, for example, the length of a person. You cannot just assume the length of a person. You need material, or you need something that you are going to use to measure the length of a person, the height of a person, the weight of a person. We also need something to get the weight of a person. Even time, you need the instrument to tell you time. So we cannot just assume that now is 2 o'clock, but we need a watch to tell us the exact time. So as long as you need an instrument to tell you or to give you the information, we know that we are dealing with continuous. Like, you need a measuring tape to know the length of a wall. That is the difference between the two. We say discrete, obtained through counting. Continuous is obtained through measuring. Moving right along to 1.2.2. It says that determine the mode of the data provided in question A, annexure A. So we go to annexure A here. If you check in annexure A, we must look for a mode. Don't forget, mode is supposed to be 6, 13,8, 17,3, 44,9, and 21,4. So we don't have any number that repeated, meaning that we don't have a mode. No mode. There is no mistake in the question paper. You must just write no mode. There's no mode here. 1.2.3. 1.2.3 says that determine the difference between the percentage of business that remain neutral in question A and in question B. Annexure A. So if we look at question A, we can see that the neutral is 17,7. Then question B, neutral here is 6,1. So the difference between the two, difference between this neutral, we are going to say 17,3, because we must only concentrate on the neutral. 17,3 minus the neutral of the question B, which is 6,1. So the difference between the two with our calculator, we are going to say 17,3 minus 6,1. We find that the difference between the two is 11,2. Difference is 11,2. 1.2.4. 1.2.4, identify the highest percentage from the data in question A. So we go to question A, we locate the highest percentage. We can see that is 44,9%. 1.2.5. 1.2.5, it says, name the city where this survey was conducted. We said it's Cape Town. We found this from question A also. This is Cape Town. As you are still continuing watching this video, please do not forget to subscribe. It is a right thing to do, and it's free of charge to subscribe. Thank you very much. 2.6. What percentage strongly agreed that their businesses are heavily dependent on the stable and secure electricity supply? So if you go and check here, is question, this is question B. Yeah, this is question B. So question B, we own the highest, or the one that strongly agreed, is 62.8%. We are going to say 62.8%, 1.2.7, which is our last question. Arrange data in question 1 in descending order. Descending order, we should not forget that they're talking about from the bigger amount to the smaller amount. Biggest to small, biggest to small. Using an extra question A, I mean. If we look in question A, we are having 44. This is the biggest one. 44.9. From 44.9, we have 21.4. From 21.4, we have 17.3. From 17.3, we have 13.8. And then the last one is 2.6. So this is question 1. And then all these questions, they had 30 marks. They had 30 marks. And if you can check, none of these questions were difficult. And then for you to be able to pass paper 1, you need at least 45 marks. At least 45 marks in paper 1. And 45 marks in paper 2. You'll be able to get level 2. So if question 1 only can give you 30 marks, it means that from question 2 to question 4, you're only working for what? For 15 marks, which is nothing. If you can be able to get 30 marks in question 1, it's very much obvious you can even get another 30 marks in question 2, 3, 4, 5 combined. So it is easy to pass paper 1. So make it a point that you get total in question 1, then question 2, question 3, question 4, you are also going to get around 30 marks, and then 30 plus 30 is around 60. If you can get 60 in paper 1, it is easier for you to pass Maths Lit. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.